In terms of technology, how it relates to a data strategy, that is going to differ based on the size of the company. If you have a very small company and you're a new startup, it may not be wise at that point in time to go and adopt a cloud data warehouse, start ingesting data, cleaning it, and then activating it. It may actually be appropriate to have a more siloed approach where you're just going to, for example, use the audience builder inside of Facebook ads and then just use the internal reporting capabilities in that platform or the paid media or email platform of your choice. As the company gets larger and you want to have omni-channel reporting as well as understanding all of the different ways that your customers are interacting with your business and with your marketing activity, then it becomes very important to implement your own data stack. So the data lifecycle starts with data generation, which is not controlled by your technology. That's controlled in the sources, with the exception of, I suppose, information that or website activity. So you may need to implement a tag manager in order to generate data from how users are interacting with your website. Generally, that data generation is going to happen outside of the technologies that the company itself implements. So the next step is ingestion. So ingestion is the process of taking this generated data and dumping that into a data lake or directly into the data warehouse. Then typically in the modern data stack, we separate the ingestion and the transformation layer. So with traditional row-based databases, it was important to have an ETL process that's extract, transform, and then load. The modern data stack favors the ELT approach, so we extract the data and we load it straight away, and then we transform it. So after ingestion comes the transformation piece. Tools like dbt, which is free open source software, are excellent for this, but it's essentially just a wrapper around SQL. So sometimes companies just use parameterized SQL and that works just fine. So in this transformation step is when we are cleaning data, aggregating it, joining disparate data sources, and applying business logic. Now that the data is modeled and clean, it is ready for visualization and business intelligence reporting. Common tools for that are Power BI, Tableau, and Looker. So for activation platforms, there are a number of different companies and tools in this space. One common type is reverse ETL or reverse extract transform load. So extract transform load in itself represents taking data from the source and bringing it to the warehouse. So reverse extract transform load is taking data from the warehouse and bringing it to some destination. So typically these tools, there isn't much intelligence in terms of like audience building or any sort of marketing specific information. It's simply just a data sync between your warehouse and some other destination. So then using the reverse ETL tool, you can then go into this destination and activate your data, such as a paid media platform or an email platform. Then there are CDPs, customer data platforms. Still, with traditional CDPs, you also need this reverse extract, transform, load tool in between your warehouse and the CDP. So you are sending your data from your warehouse to this customer data platform. And now inside of that platform, marketers can log in and start to segment audiences and activate the data inside of that platform. Then there's GrowthLoop, which really stands out as a product differentiator in that we are a composable CDP that sits right on top of the customer's data warehouse with a zero copy architecture. So it gives marketers a no code user interface for segmenting and activating audiences without the need for a reverse ETL tool in between.